Hello and welcome to Grammar this week. We are working on Pattern 5 sentences. So before we start classifying and looking at some of those sentences, I wanted to review the basic facts that we learned about predicate adjectives, which are in a Pattern 5 sentence. We looked at page 132 in our grammar book, which is the reference section on a Pattern 5 sentence and a predicate adjective. And so I've just taken those statements from page 132 reference section and just rewritten them here so that we can go over these as a review before we start classifying. So remember that a predicate adjective is an adjective after the subject, and it describes and tells what kind of subject. So it's, a pattern 5 sentence is very similar to a pattern 4. In a pattern 4 sentence where you had a predicate noun, the predicate noun renamed the subject. But the predicate adjective in a pattern 5 sentence describes the subject or tells what kind of subject it is. Number 2, a predicate adjective is labeled as PA, capital P, capital A. Number 3, to find the predicate adjective, ask what kind after the verb. What kind? The pizza is delicious. Pizza is what? Delicious. Verify the adjective. What kind of pizza? Delicious. Predicate adjective. Number 4, a predicate adjective is always after a linking verb. You must have a linking verb to have a predicate adjective. And remember, linking verbs express a state of being. And the am, is, are, was, were, be, being, and been verbs are very commonly used linking verbs in a pattern 4 or pattern 5 sentence. And then finally, number 5, a linking verb links or connects the subject to the predicate adjective. And I said last week that I think of a linking verb as like an equal sign, because the linking verb links whatever follows it to the subject. So if it's an adjective, my pizza is delicious, it's almost as if you could think of is, the linking verb, as an equal sign, pizza equals delicious. Okay, so that's just, this is just the information on page 132. Now, let's flip in your grammar book to the sentences that we're going to classify today. I'm going to turn my camera here so that we can see the whiteboard. We are going to be classifying the sentences numbers 3 through 5 on page 56. We had done 1 and 2 last week, so we're ready to move on here. So let's start with number 3. This coat is cozy and warm. So we'll say it together and go through the question and answer flow. This coat is cozy and warm. What is cozy and warm? Coat. Subject, noun. What is being said about coat? Coat is. Verb. Is what? Cozy and warm. Verify the adjectives. What kind of coat? Cozy and warm. Cozy, compound predicate adjective. Warm, compound predicate adjective. And conjunction C. Is linking verb. Which coat? This. Adjective. Subject, noun, linking verb, predicate adjective, pattern 5. Check for prepositional phrases. No prepositional phrases. Linking verb, check again. Period, statement, declarative sentence, go back to the verb, divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. Is there an adverb exception? No. Okay, and that's it for number 1. So notice that this time we had a compound predicate adjective. Those 2 adjectives were being used to describe the coat. Okay, let's move on to number 4. Those big strawberries were delicious. What were delicious? Strawberries. Subject, noun. What is being said about strawberries? Strawberries were. Verb. Were what? Delicious. Verify the adjective. What kind of strawberries? Delicious. Predicate adjective. Were linking verb. What kind of strawberries? Big. Adjective. Which strawberries? Those. Adjective. Subject, noun, linking verb, predicate adjective, pattern 5. check for prepositional phrases. No prepositional phrases. Period, statement, declarative sentence, go back to the verb, divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. Is there an adverb exception? No. Okay, that one was pretty simple. All right. Now, as we move along, the sentences get a little bit more complex here. So if you look at number 5, just kind of read it to yourself here, and hopefully you'll see right off the bat that there's 2 words that describe the animals. So that's going to be a compound predicate adjective. And now we also have a prepositional phrase finally as well. Okay, so let's go through the question and answer flow for number 5. The animals were fleet and quick in their escape. What were fleet and quick in their escape? Animals, subject, noun. What is being said about animals? Animals were, verb. Were what? Fleet and quick. Verify the adjectives. What kind of animals? Fleet and quick. Fleet, compound predicate adjective. Quick, compound predicate adjective. And conjunction C. Were, linking verb. In, preposition. In what? Escape, object of the preposition. Whose escape? Their. Possessive pronoun adjective. The article adjective A. Subject noun, linking verb, predicate adjective, pattern 5, check for prepositional phrases. In their escape, prepositional phrase. Linking verb, check again. Period, statement, declarative sentence, go back to the verb, divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. Is there an adverb exception? No. Okay, now let's look at the prepositional phrase here, because we always want to go a step further and classify the prepositional phrase. Is it an adjectival prepositional phrase? Is it an adverbial prepositional phrase? Well, we have to go back to it, of course, and ask the question, what question does this prepositional phrase answer? In their escape. So I think the question that in their escape is answering is, how were they fleet and quick? They were fleet and quick in their escape, or under what condition were they fleet and quick in their escape? Well, we know that the questions how and under what condition are adverb questions. So this prepositional phrase is adverbial, but which word or words is it modifying? Well, we asked fleet and quick how. So it's modifying the predicate adjectives there. Under what condition was it fleet and quick? So again, adverbs can modify adjectives, verbs, or other adverbs. And in this case, they're modifying, you could draw an arrow to each predicate adjective or to just one, but they're modifying the adjectives. And so therefore, the prepositional phrase is adverbial. Okay, so we just went through 3 together. And what I'd like for you to do when you're done watching the video is to go ahead and classify on page 57, the following page. Go ahead and classify numbers 1, 2, and 3, and make sure that you carefully and neatly, draw your labels. If there's a prepositional phrase, make sure that you classify that as well. You draw arrows to the word or words it's modifying and identify that as adjectival or adverbial. And when you're finished, please go ahead and open the answer key on RenWeb and check your answers and make any corrections as necessary. And we will do more grammar later. Have a great day.